So my name is Cameron, and welcome to my channel. So, I'm doing a little build that I started about a year ago. One of my channels I created last year for like a family thing, had some updates on vehicles and stuff I was doing, but I figured I would dedicate this channel to, working on the cars and the projects, stuff like that. So, if I could find those other videos, I'll post them in, and those will kind of technically be my first video. But since, this is my real first video, I'll show you about the major project that we're working on. Is my 93 Lexus SC300. And wanted it because this was an upgrade from all the other cars I have. Or did have. My first car was an 84 Supra, which kind of started the love for the straight six, which ventured into the, I got an 85 for a little bit, but the problem with the 85 was, I bought it as a project car, and it was actually in a flood. I was in Texas, and it was in the Galveston one, and, kind of lied to me about it, so I ended up donating that car, getting rid of it. But I've only done a few things here and there so far, but been working on it, and so in the past year hasn't gone very fast. I've been working a lot. I got the 2012 Challenger wheels on here. I really love the way the wheels are they're kind of curved, and it kind of matches the body lines of the car. I actually do have new tires on them. These are the Nankings. Just went with something cheap for now, just to get it rolling and keep it going. When I'm able to, we're in the process of moving. That's why the garage looks like hell, even though it mostly does all the time. Multiple projects with bikes and quads and all that stuff. But yeah, got some Nankings over here. They're really good tires. I bought all four of them for $260, I believe. I'm trying to find where they put the tire size. Of course, it's probably underneath the sticker. Nope. So, if you can see that, got 255, 45, 18s. So, the 2012 Challenger wheels are actually 18s. They are a step down from the 19s that I got the car with. Just a long story short with the car, I started off, I have these, there's my fender roller. The guy before me didn't do a very good job, so got one of those to do it myself, because I'm planning on having other cars do it. But I got these imitation Enki wheels that he had. These are 19 by 10s, and he had 19 by 10s all the way around. So it fit. He had them fitting great. He also had the Megan Easy Ride suspension on here, so they're fully adjustable. But I think the shocks are kind of blown out. So he had the car pretty much slammed and on the ground. I got a lot of undercarriage damage due to that. But the whole point was to have a car that I can work on. Something that's a 2JZ. Is definitely a step up. I had the 5M, I had a 7M, my 87 is one of the ones I did have, and I love that car, but I was trying to get into the truck scene and truck racing, so I ended up trading a guy who was trying to get rid of his 91 or 2001 Toyota Tundra V8 with the 4.7, and I just traded across. He wanted something better fuel mileage, I wanted a truck to race, so I figured I'd run it in the Lucas Oil Regionals for a local circuit with the open V8, so I don't have to worry about carbureting the thing and running a stock V8 class. But I ended up not doing it, running out of time and not enough money to put all the safety equipment in, which kind of sucks. But which kind of cool. The truck is a really good truck for me. I'll do a video on the truck, later on. So I'll just show a quick little video of the truck, which is right over there. It's always a work in progress, but here's the back side of the car right now. So have the emblems off. The guy I got it from, he plasti dipped the car. I already replaced this tail light because there was kind of cracks right here, and there still is one from the junkyard, but $10 versus one that's already extremely bad. I was able to find a few of the 400. This is the SC300. I found a couple of the 400s in the local pick-apart, and I was able to grab some miscellaneous stuff I needed from the interior, stuff like that. It looks like he did a delete up here, but the plastic dip's all fading, out where I live in the desert. He was in Long Beach, so it was lasting a lot better there. So, interior is fairly clean. He was a smoker before, so I've been slowly cleaning that out. I got little seat covers on here. Stuff to make it nice. I have the battery disconnected, so I can't open the trunk right now, which I pretty much just gutted everything in the trunk, and that'll be more for another video as well, as soon as I get the replacement pan on the back. There's no rust on this car, even being out in Long Beach, so it's a Cali car, well taken care of. But I don't plan on keeping this forever. I do plan on keeping this forever. I don't plan on selling it or anything like that. So the spare tire well I have in the back is I'm going to, what everyone calls deleting. I'm going to remove it and just put a flat piece of metal there. I'll possibly be doing a tank upgrade for a fuel cell, because this is, I think, I don't know, I never really tried, but I think it's a 13 or 15 gallon tank back there, so I'd rather just do a 20 gallon fuel cell with a high pressure fuel pump. Right now, for the most part, the engine, just go over real quick. So I got it with the Megan coilovers, the Easy Rides, adjustables with, obviously bone shocks now, because it should not be hanging this low when off the ground. And I have the tires, and that was pretty much the upgrades that I got it with, and I got it with this pretty sweet, quote unquote sarcastic plastic dip paint job, which is actually horrible, which I started peeling away and checking it out. It is thin enough I can actually sand it off, so I have got all the stuff to do the sanding. I will be doing sanding and prepping, but I'd rather have a well-running car than a good-looking car, kind of, right now. So what I've done to it is I bought a whole bunch of stuff for it with last year's tax return, but never really had the time to put it on, and until it kind of forced when I had to get a new radiator. I did notice a discoloration when I first got it, and real Denzo. And one of the things that was a big deal with it was discolored, and over 20-year-old car. And let's see, what garbage is that? Subaru Forester. So let's see, back to where I was. Military mindset, always forget shit. So I know it was discolored. First time it got hot, I bought it in January of last year, so 2016. So in June, when it started getting hot, I actually was driving it down the hill, and it decided to blow apart on me when it got hot enough, and this whole part chunked out. So I kind of forced me to work on it. I really didn't do much then. So what I did is I pulled in the garage here, had it in here for about a month and a half, slowly working on it. Took it all apart. I have the water pump timing belt kit. I have all that stuff. I took most of it down, cleaned a little bit of it. I was at the point where I'm keeping it together until we move and get the shot, or be able to have the building I want and be able to put it together and take it down the way I want to. So just kind of make it long story short, when it was down, I removed I was actually going to take the belt off, and like an idiot, I slipped off the fan clutch, or I was holding the tensioner, and as I was holding the tensioner, I slipped off of it and broke one of the clutch fan blades. So now I was already going to do electric fans anyway, so that forced me to electric fan upgrade. I did have dual electric fans right away, but then I was able to order this universal kit with a single 16. So I wanted one 16 than two 12s. To me, it sounds a lot cooler, but you know, I was able to move some air and be able to block it off. You know, I did cheap little shit here just for now, until I get the actual aluminum radiator and be able to adapt this to that, and you know, do all that stuff the right way. So, just a cheap intake, eBay intake for now. You know, kind of with the severe heat out here in Victorville, and I will be moving out to either, you know, somewhere around here. So, wanted to keep the extra heat wrap on here, which I'll do, you know, to help keep the engine bay, you know, down. One of the things I do plan on doing is, you know, kind of to check out what I've heard is a good idea is right here, be able to cut in, you know, probably cut in triangles as vents in the rear to be able to vent out from the engine bay, help with, you know, hot air excavation. So new radiator, fan shroud, and fan. I got the aluminum pulley set. I'm not putting horsepower to it right now, so it's just a stock engine. I did the timing belt and the water pump. Have a leak from an O-ring here, which is one of the things I'm going to be doing soon. The O-ring for the distributor is leaking, and you know, causing a little bit of oil. It's hard to see that, so it's easy to see it now, but it's right at the bottom of right here. So, and then that's what's leaking on the alternator, which, you know, alternator I'll be getting soon as well when I actually take the engine down and you know, get it built out. So I'm going to say this: I do not plan on turboing the car. It's quick, easy power, but the stock 2JZ with, or any straight six that is built that has no turbo, has just a sweet sound that you can't, you know, it's in the middle between I want to say an actual, you know, an open V8 and you know, a pretty raspy V6, but there's just no sound difference than, you know, a badass loud built NA engine, especially a straight six, whether it's, you know, the RB26 or the RB25 or the what's it called, you know, I don't know the designation for the BMW, but the one, you know, that's in the E30s, E30s, you know, pretty much all the BMW ones. I don't know BMW that well. I'm a huge Toyota fan, Lexus fan. I pretty much know them, so when I get it wrong, probably, I don't even know if the RB25 is a straight six or an incline four. So that's as much as I know about, you know, Nissan. But Toyota fanboy for sure. But yeah, you know, it's a new belt. All this kind of front gear train has all been done just to keep it running. So I have it in the air. I actually have a coolant leak off the lower hose, so reposition that and double clamp it down there. I actually had to make a shroud down there because the guy ripped his off, and you know, so I decided to go with this cool custom one I have. It's a loose gravel sign. It's perfect for gravel protector. And you know, you notice these cars usually come with a black front lip. I don't have one on because it was damaged from, you know, the guy being so low. So I actually I drove it from Long Beach out to Victorville with it slammed, and crazy, you know. But I was able, at the junkyard, I found a really good front lip. This is the only part that's bad on it, so, you know, I'm just going to do a quick little sand on the bottom of the lip, and I'll repaint it black and install it. And I don't plan on painting it until probably after I move, when I'm able to build the paint studio in the garage and have that done, because I really don't want to build a studio in here when I'm trying to, you know, get everything ready to move and get all this shit all covered, you know. So everything's moved out of the way to get the car in, so I'm not able to hit the workouts, you know, do all the stuff. I'm able to hit the treadmill, just got to move the thing over, so been working on that as well. This is the back mat that's going to go in after I redo and do the quote-unquote delete for the tire rack. But as far as other mods, you can see out there underneath the truck over there, the exhaust. I've been cutting it out. It's definitely way too quiet for me as an actual Lexus, and I needed some sound. So first I cut off just the mufflers, and then I cut off more, and now I have a turn down tip right before the rear axle. So as far as it is. And then I got sub amp and cheap little stereo in there for now, but and a steering wheel cover. So that's as far as I got with mods, and that's kind of how this video is going to go. About to run out of memory, so I got to upgrade that. Alright, talk to you later.